Long ago and far away, the land was bright and rather gay, the grasses long and golden sweet, and as folk went, it eased their feet. The skies were blue, the mountains tall, but to the west did shadows fall. Still, tribes of men yet rested there, upon the lands of Cornelius fair. Of ancient times, these tribes were great, thus in the shadow grew bitter heat. Of all these men who dwelt the plains, of those whose gardens grew strong by rains, the men, they called these shadowed lands the Dark Mere, where the orc wore bands whose eyes were red, and skin foul green, they lived in hovels bereft of clean. And so it was upon a time that ice there came, and snows behind. The orcs grew strong within the mere, the warbands came, fell beasts there were. They slaughtered man, woman and child, they drove all good into the wild. Then darkness grew across the land, the evil wave, the great green hand. Now the land lay burned, the grass is gone, when amidst these tribes there was one who shone. His voice was great, his arm was strong. The men rose up with Westshard song. Maegros Westshard, a simple man, they say he was born of the Falcon clan. Beneath his banners, the tribes grew great. They bore steel arms and well-forged plate of armour shining silvery white. Their purpose was for final fight. So came a time when night there fell. The orcs, they marched through solemn dell. Yet afore them stood Maegros the proud, with united tribes, one army loud. Surprised but not quelled, the orcs they came to slaughter each the men the same. Then battle rose, both great and long. The trumpets blew, men swelled with song. Now standing up, the Westshard spied the warlord orc, the single-eyed, who bore an axe of biting strength. His skin was dark, his breath it stank. And long it was their weapons rang. The orc called Grok, he fell in shame. His wounds were deep, the end was near. The orcs began to turn in fear. But in a final bloodied strike, Grok threw a stone with strength alike to that of bear or frenzied boar. Now Maegros, he could see no more. But with one eye, he hewed Grok's head. Alas, it was his foe was dead. The greatest of these orcs he were, most foul and cruel from the Dark Mere. Now came the yellow shining sun, and so the orcs, they turned to run back over hill and over plain. The Westshard was free again. And so it was that winter passed, then spring it came, and with it grass. The walls were built of heavy stone, the tribes united made a throne. And soon thereafter bells did ring, on throne then sat the one-eyed king, the greatest of the simple men, King Westshard fair, for he had been the one who saved them from the end.